Hey, what's up? This is Amarjeet from motionmango.com. Welcome again to another very exciting After Effects tutorial. Today we are going to create this cool looking easy text animation without using any third-party plugins. The best part is you get the project file. Type a single text and boom, you are done in no time. I request you to watch this easy text animation After Effects tutorial till the end. So without any further ado, let's get started. Create any composition. I will take HDTV 1080 preset as usual and keep the duration 10 seconds and hit OK. Click on the type tool and type your text. I am using a very beautiful font, Monstrat. I will share the font download link in the description below. Control double click on the pan behind tool to move the anchor point to the center of the text. Click on the align horizontal and align vertical to move the text to the center of the screen. Let's animate the text now. Expand the text layer, click on the animate and then select tracking. You can see the animator 1 has been added. Now click the add button and select opacity. Adjust the tracking and opacity. Like I want the tracking to start from this state and I want the opacity to be 0 at the start. Go ahead and expand the range selector and click the stopwatch next to start to add a keyframe. Move a few frames forward and change the start value to 100. Select the keyframe and press F9 to make it easy ease. The animation should be like this. To make it more interesting, expand the advanced tab and change the randomize order from off to on. It will give an interesting look to the animation. Now collapse the text layer and press U key to see the animation keyframes we just added. Move a little ahead from the last keyframe on the timeline. Press the S key on the keyboard to open the scale property. Add a keyframe to scale at 100. Move a few frames forward and add another keyframe at the same value. Now go back to the previous keyframe and change the scale to around 135 or as you like. It will look like this now. I'm gonna select both the keyframes and press F9 to easy ease them. Click this icon here to open up the graph editor. If you don't see the graph here, something like this, just right click and make sure the edit speed graph is selected. Adjust the graph to something like this. It will add more fun to the animation. Look at this. Now go ahead and select the layer and duplicate it. You can press Ctrl D to duplicate the layer or go to the edit menu and select duplicate. Let's Ctrl D to duplicate and press the U key to open up the keyframes. Delete the scale keyframes, then select and delete the animator as well. Press the left bracket. It will change the layer in point to current frame. Now move this text upwards with arrow keys. Change this text to stroke only by clicking this little swap fill and stroke button here. Create a mask on the text. Press F key to open its feather property and change the feather to around 50 or as you like. Ctrl D and make another duplicate of this layer. Again, move it upwards with help of arrow keys and adjust the mask. Ctrl D to duplicate it one more time and adjust the position, then feather as you like. Let's change the label color of main text to orange or something so that it looks a little different from others. Let's select the first copy and duplicate it. Press Ctrl D. Drag this layer to the bottom underneath the original layer. Adjust the position. Make a duplicate of second copy. Adjust the position and drag the layer to the bottom. Duplicate the third copy as well. Move the layer down and adjust the position. Select all the bottom three layers. Press M to open the mask property. Click the invert checkbox to invert the mask for all the layers. Now adjust the mask feather and position as you like. Move a few frames forward, select the layer 1, expand it, click animate and select the position. Click the position stopwatch to add a keyframe. Go back to the starting of the layer. Solo the layer and change the position value until it's gone completely. Click the animator 1 and press Ctrl C to copy it. Now select the second layer and press Ctrl V to paste animator 1 properties on it. Adjust the position value if required. Now repeat this for all the other layers except the main layer. For the bottom layers, the position value will be negative. Now select all the layers and drag back on the timeline to sync the position to the scale of the main layer. Select all the position keyframes and press F9 to make it easy ease. It will be something like this. Move a few frames forward. Select the first copy, expand it and go to animate and click the tracking. You see the animator 2 will be added now. Add a keyframe for tracking amount at 0. Move a few frames forward and change the tracking amount to, let's say 80 is fine I think. Select the keyframe and press F9 to easy ease. Click the animator 2 and press Ctrl C to copy it and select the next layer and Ctrl V to paste the animator 2 on it. Press the U key 2 times to open up the keyframes and change the tracking amount from 80 to let's say 125. Looks good. Go ahead and paste the animator 2 to the next layer. Press U key to open up the keyframes and change the tracking amount to like around 160. Same way, paste the animator 2 to the bottom 3 layers and adjust the tracking amount with the same values as the above 3 layers, which is 80, 125 and 160 respectively. Look at the animation now. Wow, looks great. Let's create second half of the animation, or you can say the outro part. Okay, before we proceed, can you please spare a few seconds? A lot of you right now watching this tutorial have not subscribed to my channel. I want you to please subscribe to my channel because I want to hit 5k subscribers to my channel this year. So make sure to subscribe and press the bell icon. Okay, now select all the layers except the main and press U key to open the keyframes. Move a few frames forward from where the animation ends. Add a keyframe for tracking amount for all the layers. Move a few frames forward and set all the tracking amounts to 0 to bring them back to their starting position. Let's look at it. Move a few frames forward and add a keyframe for position for all the layers. Again, move a few frames forward and this time copy and paste the starting position keyframe for all. Select all the end keyframes and press F9 to easy ease the keyframes. Now, select all the layers except main, press the right bracket to end the layers at the last keyframe. Now when the copies are animating back to their position, let's sync the scale of the original layer with it. Add a keyframe to the scale value of original layer and then move forward a few frames and scale it up to its starting level or just copy paste the initial scale value. It will look like this. Cool. Let's move a few frames forward and reverse the range selector 1 value as well, which consists of tracking and opacity. Add a keyframe for the start value under the range selector 1 and after a few frames change its value back to 0. Let's preview the animation. Awesome. Let's make it more interesting and add some RGB glitch, which is pretty simple. Okay, select all the layers, right click and pre-compose. Name this comp final. Go to the effects and preset panel, find and apply the shift channels effect to the final comp layer. In the effects control panel, keep the red as it is but change the green and blue to full off. Ctrl D to duplicate the final comp layer and this time keep the green, make the other two full off. Make another duplicate of final comp layer and keep the blue this time but set red and green to full off. Now offset the two upper layers by a few frames and change the blending mode to screen. Now preview the animation. Wow, looks beautiful. Now open the final comp and try to change the text. You see the text for the other layers has not changed. To fix it, expand the main layer, then expand the text. Now expand one of the other layers and expand the text as well. Here is the tricky part. Alt click the stopwatch next to the source text. Now click and drag the spiral and release it exactly over the source text tab of main layer and press the enter key on the numeric keypad. Repeat this for all the other copies and attach their source text to the main layer's source text. Once you are done, you can change the text and all the other text will update automatically. One last thing, if you want to change the font too, you will have to select all the layers together and then change the font. Okay, if you like this tutorial and really learned something new today, then please share, like and subscribe to my channel. So that's wrap up today's tutorial. Hope you guys like it. You can follow me on Instagram as well at motion.mango. I will be back soon with another useful tutorial for you guys. Till then, take care.